Hey, hur läget? I'm here in the north of Sweden, attempting wildlife photography for the first time here at this beautiful location. We have an amazing guy called Magnus, more on him later on, and he's gonna be showing us around some amazing locations, attempting to capture some wildlife. We're gonna be going over the gear that I'm using. Osmo Pocket 3 is whizzing around. You wanna chill out, mate? Going along with some tips and tricks, what I'm learning along this amazing journey of shooting wildlife, and we're gonna be attempting to get the shot. We're here for a full moon, so maybe you can have a guess what the shot might be. We are here staying in the middle of a frozen lake with no data, no Wi-Fi, no running water. That's our toilet around the corner over there. But wow, what an epic place for wildlife photography. Over the next few days, we'll be trying to shoot reindeer, moose, foxes, eagles, roe deer, any sort of amazing wildlife that Sweden has to offer, as well as the northern lights, hopefully. Right now it's snowing, so we obviously need clear skies for that. And we'll be shooting that around here, and also a national park, which is about a 3-hour drive away. Simone and I jumped on a flight from London to Stockholm to Kiruna to meet Magnus, our guide, who lives about an hour away in the Swedish Laplands and is an insane wildlife photographer. Tjena! Welcome. We then picked up Marcus and Richard, who are both attendees of my workshops in Dubai and London. So I was stoked to see them as well, all the way from the US. Boys, how are we?
Hi.
Very good to see you. Good.
Good to see you.
Magnus, the squad is here. Simone and I then headed to the cabin, expecting to get an early night, but then this happened. What's happened?
We just got here in the rooms right now. Look. Oh, it's dancing. I've never seen it that strong.
It's actually in the background of the... Oh, wow.
Babe, it's pink. Ah.
Get your camera out, quick.
Quick.
So we're setting up here. We have the Sony A1 Mark II and the 16 1.8, and you can see the aurora here. That is mad. Let's get a quick shot, and then we've got a 2-second timer. Jeez. Let's talk camera gear. So in this huge case, I have got the Sony 400mm 2.8, absolute beast of a lens. Comes in this case, hopefully you guys can see this. And this is an absolute weapon of a lens. I think I'll be using this for most of the shooting we'll be doing. The idea obviously is to shoot wildlife, and as much as I want to incorporate landscape into it as well, this is gonna be on my lens, I'd say 70% of the time. So we've got that in this massive case. Luckily this will fit in the ski mobile. And then in the camera bag, we have the Sony A1 Mark II. Lenses wise, we have a 16mm 1.8, which is brand new. That will be out when this video is out. So super lucky to shoot the Aurora with this. That's the idea, so I get some content of that. A 1.4 teleconverter. Cool, the DJI's Osmo Pocket 3 is whizzing around. You wanna chill out, mate. 1.4 converter, bit sharper than 2 times teleconverters. The 1.4 is what I've got. Also, a staple 70-200 Mark II in here by Sony. And we've also got the Mini 4 Pro. That slots nicely in the middle. Also, it's not here, it's in the cabin on the lake. We've got the f2 28-70. I thought I'd bring that just to see if I can get some wildlife. If we do get a bit closer, so that would mean that there maybe is a bit more, compression with a lens that is obviously super sharp for humans. So I wanted to test it out for animals, hopefully. What we're filming on right now is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And then we've got the DJI Action 5 Pro here as well with the clamp, so that can get clamped on places to get some POV stuff. Hello guys. No, we're good. That was it, just talking about the gear. All the gear, no idea. Magnus is an incredible wildlife photographer who has set up these photo tours in his backyard here in the Swedish Lapland. He knows this landscape like no one else. He even built his own house along with building these cabins we are staying in. I was inspired to do this after meeting him at the Sony World Photography Awards and seeing his work. If by the end of this video you're inspired to get out here and shoot, message him on Instagram about doing a tour. So we just packed up the snowmobiles, putting some fuel in. Where are we heading?
We will make one loop in the forest first.
A lesson, right? Because we've never done this before. So this is a lesson on how to actually do snowmobiling.
5 minutes later.
Not everything goes according to plan. So we've been driving in the snowmobiles, our reindeer over here. To our surprise and amazement, this 2-year-old female was so inquisitive of us. We sat completely still and she kept walking closer and closer. It was a truly magical experience and something I don't think I realised till after the trip how lucky we were. For these shots, I started on the 400mm and then switched to the 70-200mm and then put the 400mm back on before I then wanted to test out the 28-70 f2 as things got a little darker. This guy's just chilling, having some food, moon's out. What an absolute dream. Guys are shooting here. Reindeer is here, and the sunset is here. Wow, amazing. What an experience. And welcome to the cabin. This is our snowmobile. And this is where we're staying. It's on the middle of a frozen lake, which you guys can see. And yeah, come inside, let's go. Okay, so pretty small, but it's got everything you might need. We've got our fridge, the heater, obviously a stove, and then the bedroom. And we look out onto that. We saw the Northern Lights the first day we were here. And this is our water and
Battery.
Oh yeah, that's our power. So that's our power bank. Everything in a very small little spot. And then just through here, we've got our toilet and sauna. But the sauna's not on, so we'll have to turn the sauna on. And then this is Magnus. Good timing. He's coming to pick us up. There he is. Jeez. So we are here at the national park. We've stopped off at an amazing viewpoint here of the mountain range. How do you say it again? Okay, we're at Stora Sjöfallet. And yeah, we have this incredible view behind me. No wildlife so far. It's not the same as being in London where you can just go shoot a landmark. You know the landmark's gonna be there. The wildlife has evaded us so far, but we're hoping to catch some as we continue to drive around. Here are some photos from this amazing viewpoint right now. As you can see, we did get a few shots of some roe deer and a very far away shot of a golden eagle, but then this happened. Okay, so we've got 3 moose. Yeah. Okay, so the tracks are here, but unfortunately the elk have disappeared. So we get back in the car. I did get a clip of my glasses, as you guys have seen. They escaped. Back to the car, try again. Unfortunately, that was the last of the wildlife we saw. And as the light was fading, we checked out this pretty epic frozen lake and then drove back to Magnus's, then jumped on our snowmobiles back to the cabin. So we've just made it back to the cabin. There is no lighting, so it's gonna be very dark. Hold tight. So we're now back in the cabin, which you've already seen the tour of, back from the national park. Now, we didn't get the conditions that we hoped for, but it was still an amazing experience and a beautiful place to see. Before I go to bed, I want to quickly talk layers. So we are wearing a Canada Goose on the outside. We've then got a hoodie. We've then got a jumper, a thermal polo, a thermal shirt, a t-shirt, as well as ski pants and thermal undergear, 2 pairs of socks, snow boots, toque. It's very cold, but I did want to chat layers. And for shooting, quick tip. When I was shooting, I found the best thing to do was to have a glove on my right hand. So that was my trigger for shooting. And then on my left hand, having the mitten was unbelievable. It kept my hand real warm. And then whenever I wasn't shooting, I put my other mitten back on. Glove, mitten, great way to shoot. Hopefully you guys can see all this because it is pitch black in here. We don't have any electricity. The big day is tomorrow, full moon. Can't wait to go out and shoot it. Good night. One of the things that Magnus has is a little hide. Hopefully you can see. We're gonna attempt to shoot some foxes and whatever other animals run through here. So we're just checking it out now. Marcus, what are you most looking forward to shooting on this trip?
Any fox.
Any fox?
Any fox.
Okay, we need to
Arctic
try and
fox,
find
fox.
any fox. That is it. Tips for shooting in a hide.
Stay quiet.
And stay quiet we did, but unfortunately we didn't see a single animal. Magnus has seen reindeer, foxes, and even golden eagles, but today nothing was out and about, and I don't blame them. It was -10 outside, but about +20 in the hide with the portable heater on. Man, it was hot. After 5 hours, we decided enough was enough and headed back to get some food before the big event to shoot the full moon. Setting up to go. We've got the 400mm here. Simone's camera bag is gonna go in that snowmobile. The boys are ready. What are we doing today, Rich?
We're gonna find some reindeer and hopefully the rising moon right behind them.
Let's go. It's gonna be an exciting afternoon. Let's do it. Okay, so we just arrived. I have the Sony 400mm with the A1 Mark II. Up here, there are some reindeer. This is the dream shot to get a reindeer with the moon behind it, rising with the moonrise. It's gonna rise in about 20 minutes, so we're gonna start moving now. We just got here on the snowmobiles, and that's the plan. I'm gonna put on the action cam here so you guys can see what's going on, because I'm gonna need all my concentration on using this bad boy and trying to shoot this shot because I'm not used to it, obviously. I'm way out of my comfort zone. I'm super excited, so let's go. So while I'm getting ready, I'm just setting the target to make sure that it's on animal. So that's that one. So then when I do focus, it'll make sure the animal's obviously what it's searching for, and it knows that I'm shooting animals on the camera. What's that do?
Just need to be careful. Wait until we see the move. It can be that they stand up, look at us, and then they're gone. So it's better to have the moment that
The moon's there.
Yeah.
As we were setting up, the reindeer were walking into the perfect position. It was like they knew. Time stood still, the moon was nowhere to be seen, and it didn't rise anywhere near as quick as I anticipated. Then suddenly I saw it. There it was, the moon. This was what I was waiting for, a chance to shoot the rising moon with a reindeer in the center. At this point, because the moon had taken so long to rise to the level we were at, there were only a couple of reindeer left on the horizon line. As they were all slowly walking up, the last reindeer was standing there. This was the moment I've been waiting for.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, we got some shots. We didn't get the shot, but we definitely got some shots. We'll have to try again.
Due to the weather changing, this meant we couldn't shoot the moon set, unfortunately. So we didn't get a chance to photograph them again, but I'm still super stoked with the shots, and for a first attempt, I love them. Here are a few more shots taken from the trip for you guys to see.
What an incredible trip. Magnus has dropped us back off at the airport here in Kulana. What did I learn as an urban photographer shooting wildlife in wintry conditions? I mean, where do I even start? Be prepared. It's so cold. It is snowing still. So definitely layers, mittens. Most important thing Magnus said on the group chat was bring mittens. I didn't know it'd be that important, but actually they saved my fingers. I wish I had them now, but they're packed away in my suitcase. So definitely layer up. Mittens are super important for shooting, and earlier in the video I did say use a glove on one hand to shoot with, mittens on the other to hold the lens, so that worked really well for me. Would highly recommend that. Patience. We spent 5 hours sitting in a hide and did not see one animal. We saw 3 random birds miles away flying through. It means next time when I come back, then I'm going to be so happy if I do capture that fox or do capture that moose or whatever it might be. So patience. If you don't get it, just enjoy the process. Camera gear. So I used a 400mm the whole time, but I think a 300mm with a 1.4 converter or even a 200mm with a 1.4 converter would also be great. I'd recommend bringing a long lens though, because I found myself really wanting to punch in, get that compression when the wildlife was about, especially with the reindeer. That was absolutely incredible. So would recommend long lenses, definitely a must. So all of my photos during this trip were shot on the Sony A1 Mark II. I do want to quickly mention how quick and responsive it was. It also performed incredibly well in the cold conditions. So massive, massive props to Sony for that camera. Back to more urban photography in the next few videos. I'm heading to Hong Kong very shortly to shoot out there. I also have a couple more London vlogs. Where else should I go? Let me know in the comments if you have anything else you'd like to see me shoot. Big up for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video very soon. Oh, I've got snow in my drink. It's frozen.